for that, but there's not. All right, great.
Mm-hmm. Need an easy button.
I need an easy button for everything that I have going on right now. That'd be really great. Okay. And we're recording here. And volume check. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we're good.
There was a contestant on 500 questions.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on that damn 500 questions. There was a contestant on there, actually one of the guys who made it the longest, who basically got 10 seconds to come up with the answer, and he'd go, Clive Owen, Clive Barker.
Really? Oh, that's awesome. I would love to hear him do that. We got to find some video of that.
You'll find some videos.
But
great,
now,
he would do that as he's trying to come up with an answer.
Well, now for forever and for always, we have this sound. That's amazing.
Wow, did you just capture that?
Yeah, I did.
That's crazy.
Oh man, that's funny. All right. Let's do this now for real. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Join us now as we begin the proceedings in 3. Oh, come on. Have the notes up, Scott. That's TMS 101 here. Okay, there we go. Begins in 3, 2, 1. Coming up on TMS, Scott has a big reveal today.
Caitlyn Jenner joins Twitter.
Face transplant goes home.
Fox is making another thing with Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, no. Netflix is playing with the devil himself.
Yikes. A ton of your calls and more on this episode of The Morning Stream.
Knot a square, fold over, clip a bib, pleat and flip, wrap a head, oblong bow, floppy bow tie.
It's a mass of raw energy.
The Morning Stream. 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 The Morning Stream.
This is The Morning Stream, where you get to be the man.
The Morning Stream. The Morning Stream. The Morning Stream.
Who's the man now, dog? Remember that movie? What was that called? Oh,
that was Finding Silver, not Finding Forrester.
Finding Silverman.
Was it Finding Forrester? No, it was something like that. It was a college. It was.
I think it was
Sean
Finding
Connery.
Forrester, or Saving Forrester. No, that's now
That
I've
is
got
Saving
this.
Silverman. Oh, now who's laughing?
Yeah, hold on. It's not Silverman. That's the comedy. Finding Forrest. Yeah, that's Finding Forrester.
It is Finding Forrester.
Who's the man now, dog? He says.
You're the man now.
Or
dog.
you're the man now. Is that what he says?
Yeah, you're the man now, dog.
All right, we're gonna find it. We're gonna
Here,
find
you
it.
want it? I've got it right here.
Do you have it? Play it. Can you play it?
I can't play it.
Oh.
Like, what do you think I am? Like some sort of audio playing fool on this thing?
Well, I found the clip on YouTube. Here we go. Okay, this is a moment, very quiet moment in the story. Oh, she killed that. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, here comes Sean Connery. He's the Highlander. If he cut his head off, he'll finally die.
Right.
All right, he's talking to, who is this? Cuba Gooding Jr.? Who'd we end up with here? I don't know who this is.
I can't remember who that was in the movie.
Boy, it's taking forever to say you're the man now, dog. Let me skip ahead some. All right, he's just wandering around the
The
house.
season of face perfection. What's this?
Start typing that.
Stop typing that, Indy. Let the penitent man pass. Hold on a second. I'm skipping ahead here.
The keys, for God's sake.
You lose your keys to the... You ever lose your keys to the Lotus? Hold on. It's just an excuse to talk like... Okay.
This is Money Penny. Little
Yes!
Oh, now he's freaking out. Yes. Listen here. All right, skip ahead. Boy,
Wow.
This
Is this the entire movie?
This is a lot of type. Okay. Where's the You're the Man Now dog? Right here? He's in the couch. Nope, he's just drinking.
Yes!
Okay. All right, I'm about to give up. I'm giving up.
You begin to feel your own words.
Yeah, you listen to your own words. Listen, Indiana.
Is that it?
We named the dog Indiana. Yeah, I can't find it.
Oh,
It's not. It says it's the You're the Man Now dog, and there's no. I can't find it. I scanned that whole thing twice. So, F it. Somebody in the chat room want to find that thing isolated? I'll be your best friend. Okay. All right. Brian, welcome to the show.
Yes. Okay, good. Yes, hello.
That's what we call a cold open.
It got really cold when
it got
YouTube did
real
not pay
cold.
off.
Yeah. But Tuesday, June 2nd, 2015 is the date. It's the morning stream, TMS for short. I'm Scott Johnson. That's Brian Ibbett.
Yes, it is.
He and I are pals, and we do a show.
Aw.
It's lots of fun, and we enjoy it.
Aww.
Hey, I have some good news, though. We mentioned yesterday that we weren't going to have a show on Thursday, or maybe we didn't, and we need to now.
You mentioned it.
Oh, did I? Was it on the air or off the air?
I folded my arms and chuffed at it is what I did.
Choffer, are you? I don't hold with it. Now I want to do Sean Connery the whole show. Anyway.
Let's do an entire show.
That's a bad idea.
The Sean Connery Ernest Borgnine hour.
Yeah. I'll say, listen, we should go to dinner together. And then you'd say,
got $50.
Listen. I gave the dog the $50. Anyway. What's the point? Oh yeah. So Thursday's my daughter's graduation, and as a result, it's in like this all-day affair, and it's looking very unlikely that I'll be able to record anything that day, except maybe the Boop Show when I get home late that night. So there's a nice little end to this sad story, though.
Okay.
Brian Ibbett will be on Current Geek this weekend.
Yes.
Friday.
That
so
is a happy ending.
Yeah, we'll make it up there a little bit, you know? That'll be a moment of real opportunity there where we can say, yeah, we missed that, but here he is here, and we don't know who your other guest star is. You may be solo. I don't know. We haven't figured that out yet. I don't know.
I've got TMS Geek. TMS Geek.
Carrot cake. Aha. Anyway. So be here for that, everybody. Check it out. All right, I have some big news to announce, something that is not technically formally up to go anywhere yet, but I do want to drop some hints about it, and this isn't a Johnson poll, I promise. I've been doing that for days. It's time for me to come out of the closet.
I swear.
It's time for me to exit this closet and tell people what I've been working on for a while now, and it's actually been kind of on the Scott wishes he could do this list for about 3 years now.
Yeah.
But the time has come. I will be, in the not-too-distant future, I can't tell the exact dates, but very soon, launching a Kickstarter. I haven't done a Kickstarter in a very long time. In fact, I haven't done a Kickstarter hosted by me since Nerdtacular 2013, which is the last time we did a Kickstarter for the Nerdtacular proceedings. So it's been a while, and it's time for a big Kickstarter comeback. Scott's big Kickstarter comeback, everybody. Here, check this out. I got here. It's enough.
Whoa, that is some energetic Kickstarter music. Is that licensed by Kickstarter itself?
No. I have to pay your ass cap or whatever the hell it's called.
My ass cap.
Ass cap.
You know what I should do as one of the Coverville swag items? I should make an ass cap.
Oh, I like it. Ooh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
A little bum sign on it.
I don't know what I would do for a BMI.
I almost called my, the guy I went to see, the GI guy. I almost called him an ass man, because isn't that their job?
Ass man. Yes,
yeah,
right.
According to Seinfeld. Anyway, so this Kickstarter is going to launch soon, and it will be after nearly 15 years since I created the damn thing. The definitive edition of the MyExtraLife.com comics collection. And what that means when I say the word definitive, it will include all the best strips as chosen by me and others. It won't be every strip I've ever done because, frankly, 2001 to 2003 or so are kind of unprintable garbage. Not because they're not well made, but because they're low resolution and nobody knew what they were doing then.
This is before you knew about that you could actually change the resolution in Photoshop.
Yeah, well, that, and also back then, everybody's still using tube monitors, and it's just a different time.
Back then, the web was only standard definition.
Yeah, I was only about 10 years old. So I lost a bunch of originals in a hard drive crash of like 2005 or something. So there's a lot of stuff missing, but I have what I believe to be the core of what really matters and some of the most high points of the comic collection. So I'm going to put that thing out. Now here's the fun part. That's exciting in its own right. If you're into my comic strip and have followed it or whatever, great. You're excited on those levels alone. But check this out. Guess what this is going to feature. And what's it going to feature? These are just the three I'm willing to mention right now.
Okay. All right.
A foreword by Punisher creator himself, Jerry Conway.
Get out of here. The guy who killed Gwen Stacy?
The guy who killed Gwen Stacy in Spider-Man. The guy responsible for Man-Thing.
Yes, and the Giant Size Man thing.
And the Giant Size Man thing. And Firestar, right?
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's the other one? There's others. Not Miss Marvel.
A couple other characters from that are now on the Flash. I want to say, shoot.
I want to remember these names. My brain's going dead. Created.
Those are big ones, though.
Let's see, characters. Here we go.
Oh,
I want to give him credit because he's the man.
The alligator dude. Who's the alligator dude? Batman enemy.
Oh, yeah. He created Killer Croc.
Killer Croc. That's what I was trying to remember.
Yeah. Spirit King, Mirage, Killer Frost. That's a good one. Cyclone. There's more. Count Vertigo. Hamilton Hill. Man Killer. Atomic Skull. Oh, yeah, dude. Atomic Skull.
I don't know.
I know that one. You don't know that one? I know that one.
I don't
that
know
was great.
Atomic Skull.
Firestorm.
Yeah.
It says here Dracula, but it was a comic incarnation. Whole bunch of others, dude. Tons of these.
He did the Marvel Comics Dracula?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love the Marvel Comics Dracula.
Yeah. Black Mass.
I have a lead figure of the Marvel Comics Dracula, as well as one of well, I guess I don't have a Gwen Stacy.
Yeah. These are his, according to Wikipedia anyway, his created characters, just some, and there's a ton of them. He also worked on Law and Order, and the guy's amazing. He's a huge dude, a huge deal. Yeah. He's been a friend of the program forever, and just the nicest guy. He's going to do the forward. Okay, there's that big news. Mm-hmm. Guess who's drawing the cover art, Brian?
What, it's not you? You're not going to draw your own cover art?
Nope.
Who's going to draw this cover art?
Renowned DC, mostly, he does some Marvel stuff too, but renowned DC artist and colorist Howard Porter, who you may know as the artist who did Jeff Johns' big epic Flash collection.
Oh, yeah.
He does a lot of work.
Justice League stuff, too.
Yeah, big JLA stuff.
Oh, wow.
Guy is pro. I mean,
dude, this is awesome. I'm looking at some of his work right now. It's amazing.
I'm going to share with you because I like you. You're a friend of mine, Brian.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I'm going to share with you. Here, let me find it real quick. The sneak peek at the cover.
Oh, wow.
And you can't tell anyone about this or share it.
Okay.
There it is. I sent it in Skype. I just want you to.
Can I not say that it's cool looking or anything? Like I can only.
You can say how awesome it is if you'd like, and there's no question that it is. That you'll see it and go, "Holy shite!" I cannot believe, and blow it up nice and big.
I'm blowing it up. There we go. Oops, I have 2 copies on my screen.
Great.
Thanks, Skype.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that's amazing.
I couldn't have overhyped it, could I?
No.
Look at the. I want you to see the destruction.
I'm looking at the ground.
Yeah. Look what that guy has done. And the awesome reference on his back, obviously. I don't want to give too much away here, but dude, he's amazing. It's how could I not use that as my cover? It would be ridiculous.
Oh, you know what? I think when you when we did this, it showed up on Skype.
Oh, did it? No, it wouldn't have shown up on Skype.
Oh, okay.
You should be fine. Yeah, because I do that on a separate computer.
Gotcha. No, I mean, I think it showed up on my Skype.
Oh.
Kretz is saying showed up on Brian's Skype, but I don't think...
Really? No. How could it, though?
No, I don't think...
Because you'd have to have it overlay your camera or something. So
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, he's yanking your chain is what he's
doing. Cut that out, people.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
Also,
that is gorgeous.
Steve Hamaker committed to do some work as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, another fantastic artist / colorist. Many friends of the program willing to kick in. There's some I can't announce yet because I got to get them all solid and ready to go. But it's going to be super, super freaking rad.
I'll write your page numbers.
Okay,
page
Brian.
numbers written by Brian Ibbett.
Yep, there's another one. Put that on the credits list. We're getting real close.
Page numbers organized and sorted by Brian Ibbett.
And then a prologue written by Sean Connery. He'll write that. He'll say,
"That's the man now, dog."
Yeah, since 2001, I've been listening and reading his comics. Anyway, you ever lose your car keys? So there's that. It's coming soon. We'll keep you guys informed very soon, actually. So I'm just really jazzed about it, and I'm super grateful for all these years of support for that thing, and I'm proud of the work I've done, and I want to give people something tangible to remember why they like it. And that'll be coming real soon. So watch
cool.
for that. Yeah.
Well, I'm in. I'm going to be your first supporter as soon as this thing goes live.
You're like my left bra cup.
Oh. Supporting your teeth.
That's gross. All right, we're gonna call Daryl now. That's something you can see on Brian's Skype.
Yes.
A picture of Daryl's cat or whatever the hell that is. It is a cat, isn't it? All right. Let's do this. What do we have here? Oh yeah, we have Special Day. So here's something for Special Day. This episode of Stump a Star Wars Group of Nerds in a Room Together is brought to you by...
It's brought to you by Coverville. Hey, you're listening right now to the Coverville Kickstarter project, the Cantina, live from the Cantina, the Andrew Allen Trio, their tribute to jazz music and Star Wars. But that's not what I'm going to talk about. Coverville tomorrow, featuring the music of Tom Jones and Nancy Sinatra.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's
so
all right.
these boots will be made for walking all over your pussycat. I don't know. It really didn't think that through before I said it, but
Cool, man. I'm a huge fan of his, so any covers of his work is a good deal to me.
yes, and the dude has done some amazing covers too.
Well, there you have it. Yeah, this is great. Listen to this. It is our one-off week where we deal with Star Wars trivia, and Daryl's on the line. Hello, Daryl.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
You're especially chipper today. What's going on with that? I'm not used to this. What's going on there?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I
don't
like
know.
it. I like it a lot. Daryl, I got a call for you, in fact, that deals with that very thing.
Whoa.
Do you want to hear this? This is a Daryl call, and it came in just the other day, and here it is.
This is Justin. I was wondering how Daryl felt knowing that you're turning the morning stream into the Grumpy Cast. Rant off.
He thinks you're grumpy, is what he's saying. Well, now, how about today, though, Jarrett? Or what was his name? Eric? Kevin? What was it? Shit.
Mike.
What?
I don't know.
Justin.
Justin, that was it. Justin.
Justin.
It sounded like he piped in, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's Justin.
Justin.
Yeah,
Still
Justin.
here.
I think Daryl is not. I think he's really in a good mood today, and so you should be happy. I don't think you're grumpy on here. I think sometimes you're just a little quiet because you got like people mulling around your QB. You know?
Yeah, I have to be very quiet.
Right. Follow the white rabbit. I know what's up.
I have to act very seriously.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're in a place of business. This is not a place where you guffaw.
That's right. Don't
and
guffaw.
Chortle.
Mm-hmm. Hey, do you guys have a list? This is totally out of the random thing because we had this conversation last night. We watched the Box Trolls again with the kids, and we just all love that movie and just love it. And so we watched that again on Netflix.
Yeah, we saw that it's streaming now, so it's on our list too.
Mm-hmm. Worthy of absolutely watching, no matter who you are. I think it's really really neat. And after that, we watched the first episode of Firefly again because my son-in-law has not seen that series, and I'm pissed, so I want to get him to watch it. Anyways, what was the point? Oh, I piped up with this idea of having a list of perfect movies I consider to be perfect. And I'm wondering if you guys have that. Do you guys have that in your life? A list of perfect movies? Because I do. Do you want to hear my
I don't know
list?
if I could come up with it.
Okay, well, let me give you my list, and that may help form your thoughts, okay? So this is it so far. And I don't have this written. This is all from memory, so forgive me if I've left one out. But here's my list of perfect movies. These aren't necessarily on my favorite movies of all time list, which I know sounds strange. Like it should be, if they're perfect, shouldn't they therefore be in the top 5 movies?
What defines a perfect movie? Like the fact that
Pacing,
there's nothing that you could see to improve in it?
Yeah, pacing, holds up over time. Right. The themes are consistent throughout. Like just structurally. And by the craft of filmmaking, they just seem to have pooped out like just the right finished product. So it may not necessarily be your thing, but from a technical standpoint, it's easy to see it as quote unquote perfect. Which is kind of dumb to say perfect because perfect has connotations of absolute perfection.
Sure.
Because the word perfect means that, but I don't mean it quite that way. I just mean all the balls are in this right tube. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So here you go. For me, it's Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, or as we called it in the original days, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah. I think that's a perfect film. I think The Matrix is a perfect film. The first one. Second two are so imperfect and even worse so in contrast to the first one.
Yeah, for sure.
Still worth seeing, but they're not anywhere near the first. I think that Mad Max Fury Road is now entered into that pantheon. I think that is a perfect film.
Mm-hmm.
And I would put Empire Strikes Back in there.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that would be on my list for sure.
And I would put
Shawshank
Redemption. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Totally on that list. Again, I'm doing this from memory, but I'm glad you brought that one up because that's totally in there.
Yep.
And I would put it just left me. Crap. Come on, Scott, pull it out. The first Back to the Future. I'd call that a perfect
that's
film.
a good one, yeah.
And I would call... Is that it? That's pretty close to where I'm at. That's that. 6 movies?
So some people in the chat room had ones that I would absolutely have on my list. Fight Club. Usual Suspects.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that
Both
is
of those.
good, dude. Yeah.
Both of those for me.
First Avengers comes close for me. Not entirely, but pretty damn close.
Yeah.
Because it's got all the right pacing, all the right beats, all the right character moments, all the right everything, I thought.
I would say Breakfast Club.
Oh, Serenity's also on that list, which is why this whole thing came up last night.
Oh, gotcha, right.
Yeah, the movie Serenity I've watched, and this is not, I don't know what's going on with me. I've seen a lot of movies many times over. Star Wars, you'd think maybe the most, but I have seen Serenity more times than any movie I own.
Wow.
19 times at current count. And I don't know why. Man. I don't know why I like that movie.
Rear Window by Alfred Hitchcock I'd put on my list.
All right. Going old school, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Look at you all.
I mean, these are things that maybe wouldn't fall in my top 10 movies, but they would be like if I need some comfort food, basically. If I'm sick and it's like, all right, you can choose any movie to watch, something you've already seen, then those would be some of the ones I'd pick. How about you, Daryl?
Daryl, yeah, what do you got there, buddy?
Well, one that has not been mentioned is the only one I could think of as being perfect, but then again, I saw it. The only time I've seen it was when it was originally out, which is Schindler's List.
Oh yeah, Schindler's List is really good.
Wow.
That's a great movie in almost every way. It's brutal, like it's kind of hard and punishing to watch, but you're right about it having all that stuff.
Oh man, Hudsucker Proxy, Broken Arrow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would say that
Broken
one.
Arrow. Who said
Terminator
that?
2, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Who said Broken Arrow?
Oh, Groundhog Day would be on my list.
Yeah, Groundhog Day is totally on there.
That is perfectly executed.
Yep, exactly. So you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily if you're big, trying to do your top 3 of all time. Some of these don't make it, but those are right up there. I think the first Ghostbusters is pretty close to perfect. It may not be quite there, but it's pretty close.
E-Blaze, I would almost completely, Fifth Element was one of those that I it's one of my favorite movies. I don't know if I'd call it a perfect movie because there are some.
Do you hear the sound of the words coming out of my mouth?
There's some Chris Tucker cringeworthy moments. I like Chris Tucker's stuff in that a lot more than I know you do.
Yeah, I don't.
However, there are some really cringy moments of.
I hate that movie.
Yeah, you don't. I was gonna say Daryl hates that movie. You're not a fan at all.
No.
I don't know. It's a fun exercise. If you guys out there have thoughts on your perfect, what you think is maybe your top 3 perfect movies, call those email them in.
As far as execution,
yeah,
Point Break.
Oh yeah,
the original
Point Break is great.
I can't believe now we have to say the original Point Break.
Well, you can still say Point Break because that new one hasn't come out yet, but then all bets are off when that one comes out.
Then we have to actually call it the original Point Break.
Don't you hate that? It's when you had to start
that
calling.
Seems like such a dumb movie to try and remake because you're never going to capture the magic of Keanu Reeves and Gary Busey and Patrick Swayze.
Right. It was a genie. It was a genie in a bottle.
Lightning in a bottle.
Lightning in a bottle, not a genie in a bottle. Yes. I agree with you 100%. And also, I would like to just make one more mention of the fact that the Fast and the Furious series stole the exact storyline. It's the exact same storyline. Undercover cop goes down underground to be part of this weird car culture thing. It makes friends with everybody and then ends up working with them. It's the same plot. They already stole it and did it well enough under their umbrella that now you're going to do it again. It's just going to seem like a weird knockoff. I don't know why they're doing this. Like young audiences who don't know what Point Break is are just going to go, well, this is like Fast and Furious and those are better.
Right.
This is stupid. Stupid idea. Anyway.
All right.
There's your list of movies. There's some animation in there too. I put The Incredibles in there. Like if we're talking.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got to put.
The Incredibles would have to be in there. For sure.
That's a perfect movie. I would put Iron Giant in there. That is a perfect freaking movie. Those are both Brad Bird things.
By the way, we watched last night. We watched Hannah.
Yeah.
I
loved Hannah.
Yeah, it's like Lucy without stupidity.
Yeah, it's really good.
It is really good, and
Kate Blanchett was amazing in that.
Kate Blanchett and her accent is worth the price of admission alone.
Yeah, any other actor, I feel like they'd have been given crap for going so far with that accent, but she just embodied it. It was so good.
She completely owned it, man. She totally did.
What a great
movie. And then we watched. We finished up not Broken Arrow, Black Mirror, the BBC series.
Oh, I still haven't watched it.
There's an episode in there that I almost say you should just jump to this episode because of all the ones in the series, I think it's the best one, and it's called White Bear.
Oh yeah, Nicole said that was the best one.
Yes, and she was like, "Oh, have you seen White Bear?" And I said, "No." And last night we watched White Bear, and I'm like, "Wow, I see what she was talking about."
White Bear, not white beer, right?
White Bear.
Okay, not light beer.
As in a polar bear.
Okay.
But doesn't have anything to do with polar bears.
All right. All right, good. Kind of like Lost.
Right.
You sort of think it does.
Also didn't have anything to do with polar bears.
No. They made you think it did for a minute, but then yoink. All right.
Yeah.
The reason we're going a little long with Daryl today is because who cares? Justin's not here, so we're not going to have a giant show. Everything will be fine.
Oh.
I know. It's all right.
We'll
He'll be back. He'll be here tomorrow to make news way too long, so don't worry about
Oh,
it.
really? Okay, good.
Yeah. All right, Daryl, here's your question. And here's all our
no
questions.
chin beard either?
No
Nope.
chin beard today either.
So we're going to eat Oreos for the whole rest of the show.
All right, in the Empire Strikes Back episode, or I'm sorry, in the Empire Strikes Back, that's all by itself. Han, Leia, Chewbacca, and C-3PO go to Cloud City to lay low and get the Millennium Falcon fixed. While walking through the halls, C-3PO encounters another droid like himself.
Oh yeah.
He talks to it only for the other droid to say something very rude.
And he says, should I say it?
No, don't say it. Because I want to give you the options first. What rude thing does the other protocol droid say to C-3PO?
I know this one too.
Is it A,
Makes me laugh.
truck? Is it B, Ichuta? Is it C, Slimo? Or is it D, Chubba?
I think you know it too by the way you phrased it.
Yeah, I think we know what it is. It feels like we know the answer already. But before we get to it, Daryl, why don't you tell us a little story about Star Trek history or something like that?
Oh, let's see. What do we have here? Did I not do this? I did. In 1977, on this very day, a little baby was born, and his name was Zachary Quinto.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Sylar.
Yeah. He was, he's a hell of a Spock. I'm going to give them huge credit for casting him. He's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. They shaved his eyebrows down just a tiny bit and then made him Spock. Because he is a hairy man, that guy.
Yeah.
Hairiest of men. He has 5 o'clock shadow by about 2:30. That's his deal. I like him a lot, and so that's great. We're glad to have him. He needs to be around and do good things. So good for him. Yeah. Are they in production or still writing a phase of that new movie?
Oh boy, they're still in the drafting phase, and they have a year to get that thing done.
Yeah, I was gonna say their release date is like just spring next year or something. So they better get on that. I'm actually kind of excited though. After watching like I said, watching the latter half of the more recent one. And doing it outside of the umbrella of the overhype. It was really enjoyable, and I want more. So hopefully they get to it.
You know, I hope we never see
What?
a Zachary Quinto rom-com.
Oh, yeah, that'd be bad.
Zachary Quinto and Kate Hudson.
Well, he's in the Slap, isn't he? Isn't he part of the Slap?
I think he's actually the slapper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he is the slapper.
Oh, my gosh. Maybe he was just trying to mind meld, and it went too fast.
I thought you were a horse.
His hand was like that. And he
I was
went.
trying to give you a Vulcan nerve pinch.
All right. Well, happy birthday to Zachary Quinto. 77, that would have been, in Star Wars terms, that was the year 76 or 77?
77.
77, yeah. So he was born the year Star Wars came out. Which has nothing to do with Star Trek, but whatever.
Well,
great.
Oh, he has the movie Hitman Agent 47 is coming up for him, and Snowden.
Is he, he's in the Snowden movie?
He's in the Snowden movie.
Does he play Snowden himself? Let's find out.
So, let's see here.
Let's have a look-see.
No, he plays Glenn Greenwald.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That's not him at all. Oh, Oliver Stone's making this. Boy, that'll be non-controversial and, yeah.
Right.
Scott Eastwood is in this, Clint Eastwood's kid.
I like that, Oliver Stone just can't put a full name. If he's doing a biography, he just can't do a full name in the title.
Dude.
JFK and W and Snowden. And
This is some intense casting. Check this out. Shailene Woodley, Scott Eastwood, Nicolas Cage, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Timothy Oliphant. He's fresh off of the Justified there.
Right.
Zachary
Raylan
Quinto,
Gibbons.
Melissa Leo. You like her.
Mm-hmm.
Jolie Richardson, Tom Wilkinson. Love him. Put him in all things. That's it. That's everyone
Rizzy
else.
Fons, Lizard from the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah. This would be fine.
Yeah.
This would be lovely. Wait, who plays Snowden though? Joseph Gordon-Levitt does. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. All right. Good job, Robin. What now? let's get back to our question. I think we all know what it is. It's ichuta, right?
Ichuta.
How rude.
Which means something I won't say.
No, say it. We want to hear
we
it.
actually know what it means?
Say it. I'll bleep it.
Your mother was a toaster.
I'm not saying it at work.
Oh, well, give us an idea, like a hint.
Well, he's already saying the first word of it. Eat.
Eat. Okay, what
Oh,
does
really?
ichuta?
So, like, eat my shorts?
What does ichuta mean?
Bite my shiny metal ass?
Okay,
Is that what he's saying?
According to Wikipedia,
I think it was something that was said often. Well, not often. If you were mad at somebody, you might say this.
Like eat, poop, and
Back
die?
yes, exactly.
achuta.
I don't know why I'm sanitizing it.
Yeah, I don't either. Achuta means hello, so you could easily screw those up. You got to be careful.
Oh, yeah.
I can't find. Wikipedia is not telling me. Okay, here's that scene.
Oh, nice to see a familiar face. Ichuta. How rude.
So basically, he's like,
Bite my shiny metal ass!
he basically said, "Eat shit."
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. Well,
Wow.
good job, protocol droids. Let's see if we're right.
Eating shit is.
I'm gonna actually even guess before I click the link that we got it right. So here's this. And here's this.
Congratulations.
Okay, great.
You're a winner.
I now click it and it says B, Ichuta. The other droid says Ichuta to C-3PO. I think he told him to F off. That's what Mike says. Let's play a clip.
Oh, nice to see a familiar face. Ichuta. How rude.
It's funny. I went and found it, and there it is. All right.
I thought you were just playing his clip. That's hilarious.
That's pretty good. Way to go, everybody. Nicely done. We did it. Daryl is the Trek Nerd on Twitter. He's also at This Week in Trek at thisweekintrek.com. Tomorrow marks our second to last day where we do Star Trek stuff. Oh, actually, no, we don't do it Thursdays. I'm gone. So it is the last day tomorrow. But that'll be Star Wars stuff. That'll be fun. Daryl, do you have any little trivia for us on the way out?
Yes, but first I'm going to. Okay, I won't do it. Okay, now I have to because I said I would.
All right.
I'm going to replace Bill Dorr and I'm going to say, eat healthy and exercise.
Yeah.
Okay, there.
Eat chuta every day. Got it.
Chuta healthy.
Yeah.
And make props.
Yeah. And make props. Exactly.
Make props every day.
By the way, my daughter and wife will be in your neck of the woods sometime in the next week. They're traveling to they're road tripping all over the Pacific Northwest, and they will spend time in Portland and time in Boise, and then eventually up in Seattle, and then down to San Francisco, and then home.
So everybody start sending your ramen and chocolate syrup recipes to Scott Johnson.
Yep,
for,
we're stocking up. It's summer. We got some melted Otter Pops to drink. We're ready to go, Nick and I. So bring it. It's gonna be an ugly week and a half. All right, sorry, Daryl. Go, give us. Have
Okay. What's the question? Oh. This was sent in by Linky McScotts, and they're actual. This is Star Wars character or Star Trek character.
Linky is a very active member of our little community. So
yes.
There you go.
Okay. Star Wars character or Star Trek character? Commander Bly.
Commander Bly.
Commander Bly. Well, Mutiny on the Bounty had Captain Bly.
Was that where that's from?
Yeah.
That's why that's familiar then to me.
So wait. Star Trek character. What was the other option though? Just literary character?
Star Trek character or Star Wars character?
Oh, Star Wars character. Okay.
Okay.
Star Wars character.
Captain Bly, take us out of orbit.
Commander Bly.
I mean, Commander. Commander Bly.
I think Star Wars is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, for some reason I'm hearing Vader putting another poor sucker
Commander
in charge.
Bly.
Yeah, Commander Bly, you're in charge now after I choked
Apology
everybody.
accepted, Commander Bly.
Yeah, we'll say Star Wars.
Okay, I will tell you what this is and beat around the bush, and there I've done that. So now I will tell you, now that the suspense is over. A clone commander. That was pretty stupid.
Yeah.
A clone commander who led the. I'm not reading all this. This is too long. It's Star Wars.
Yeah! Look at us.
Clone Commander.
That's too long to read. Commander Bly. Apology accepted.
Television highlights of the news of yesteryear.
It is the news brought to you by
Scott's new shorts.
I'm wearing
with a
them now.
forward by Jerry Conway.
Yeah, right? Because he created comic book characters. Yes, it's the news. Let's do some. Let's do a little here.
Do you really have new shorts, by the way?
I do. They're new running shorts. I'm wearing them now. And later today, they will be broken in as I lap around the lake and try to avoid a giant goose who wants me dead.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
Caitlyn Jenner joined Twitter and broke the record. The previous record was by Barack Obama's personal Twitter account, which had over 1 million followers within a certain amount of time. The Jenner account now has broken that record with over a million in less than, I forget what the hours are. But anyway, let's just read through here.
Okay.
Caitlyn, formerly Bruce, says, "I'm so happy after such a long struggle to be living my own true self. To be living my true self." I'm not sure that's a good sentence.
Yeah, living my true self. That makes sense.
Living my true self?
Instead of living a lie and living my true self. It's
all right, I guess.
Yeah, it's not the most grammatical sentence in the world, but it's fine. It's just fine.
It is fine. We're not going to nitpick on that point.
Right.
Welcome to the world, Caitlyn. Can't wait for you to get to know her or me. What? Oh, reads the former Olympian's first tweet after sharing Vanity Fair's cover. Did you see the cover? Here's what I got to tell you right now. Bruce Jenner, now Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn, sorry. I'm thinking of Game of Thrones.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Don't go to the Red Wedding, Caitlyn Jenner.
She is hotter than you and I will ever be, Brian.
She's very attractive.
It's stunning transformation.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Almost kind of looks like Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, a little bit. Sure, like an older Lana Del Rey. I think that's a good
Lana
put.
Del Rey.
How old is Caitlyn? I can't stop saying Caitlyn. Hold on, we're gonna find out. Here we go. Currently, 65. Boy, it looks great.
Wow.
It looks great for 65, I got to say. I know there's a lot of work being done there, but still, I was
funny
impressed.
Because the interview with was it Barbara Walters? Who did the interview a couple months ago or a month ago?
That wasn't. Was it? May have been.
Maybe it was Barbara Walters, but I guess just what's been done in the last month since that interview, and with enough time to get that Vanity Fair cover published. I mean, she's definitely had some work done.
Did you think the breast implants seemed real to me? Meaning they didn't seem like they were done yesterday, but I don't remember. I don't know how this stuff works.
Right.
We may need Abby to call and explain how the transition works, how much time it takes, like all that kind of stuff. I don't know. But anyway, she's very happy to be out. The cover's very nice. It's Annie Leibovitz once again. It's fresh off her Star Wars photos straight to the Jenner photos. Another tweet says this: "I'm so happy after such a long struggle to be living my true self." Welcome
Diane
to
Sawyer, by the way, did the.
Was it Diane Sawyer? Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Barbara Walters was on the final Letterman show. She came out to do one of the top 10s. And she seemed very confused. She came out and didn't stand in the right spot. She walked too far one direction, and then it's just
right. I saw that, and she waved her hands. She was flailing around.
Yeah, something's up.
That was really weird. I remember seeing that. Hey, I'm going to send you a link.
Okay.
This is apparently people were also saying that Caitlyn Jenner looks like Jessica Lange.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Lang. So I'm going to send you a link right there.
Okay. I'm looking it up.
But I guess Jessica Lange is cool with it. She's like, okay, that's so wonderful.
Yeah, nice combo. I mean, look, there's probably the one thing I can say about the Vanity Fair cover is, as a guy who's done a lot of Photoshop in his life, there is some Photoshop happening.
Well, sure.
I can see it with the hair and some other stuff, so I know it's happening. But it's fine. She looks great, and I can't imagine how miserable it must be to spend all your life knowing you're someone else, and then
I like some of these quotes in this article from Jessica Lange. All right, that's an interesting bit of information.
Is that what she said?
Yeah. Trending on Twitter because Caitlyn Jenner is on the cover. You see, I don't do any of this stuff, the internet, so I have no clue when people use this terminology. I have to repeat it to understand.
I want to use MOBA terms on her. I want to say, go bot. We're going to go mid. Somebody get the boss.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Take the top lane.
Yeah, that's what I want. You guys need to be soaking XP down there. Anyway.
I don't even know what that stuff means. What are you talking about, Scott?
Congratulations, Caitlyn Jenner. And Good job.
Yeah.
I think the hot, bright lights of public life probably make this even harder, but then all your money makes it softer. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Face transplant. Speaking of having work done for real here. A face transplant recipient meets dead doctor's donor's sister. Sorry, I read that wrong. There's no doctor's name in there. I totally made that part up. Face transplant, it's a sign of early Alzheimer's, Brian. Face transplant recipient meets dead donor's sister. There.
Okay.
Doctor's not involved.
So the person who received the new face met the sister of the person from whom she received the new face.
Correct, and that must have been a surreal experience. Rebecca Aversano, I'll say, was meeting Richard Norris at the time, or for the first time, rather, but she had seen his face before on her brother. What? That's a weird way to say that.
Yeah, no. So Rebecca's the sister.
Oh, well, no.
Richard Norris was the face, the recipient.
Got it. Okay. So he got his sister.
Can we diagram this out? Can we get some somebody with some?
You do a Venn diagram.
some PowerPoint skills. Could you draw some arrows and point to who? What the?
Okay, so. Oh, I see. Richard Norris got her. I have it backwards just because I have genders wrong in my head. It was her brother that died.
Right.
Joshua.
Yes.
And then
Joshua's face was transplanted onto Richard Norris.
Right. His tissues were transferred to him, and so now Richard Norris is getting to meet Rebecca for the first time. Got it. I don't know why I had this backwards, but anyway, in my head. Joshua died tragically in a car accident in 2012. The family made a decision that changed Norris's life forever. Norris, 39, had been horribly disfigured 15 years earlier in a shotgun accident that blew away his lips, teeth, nose, and much of his upper jaw, and lower jaw for that matter. Norris has volunteered for a risky and groundbreaking transplant surgery 3 years ago. The family gave him the tissues from Joshua. Do you mind if I touch it? Was the quote that Aversano said when they first met in Norris's Virginia home for the first time in a one-on-one recorded 60 Minutes Australia piece. I didn't know Australia had their own 60 Minutes. Does it start like this?
Everybody's got their own 60 Minutes.
Does it go?
It goes around the other way, though.
Oh, it does. I just want to hear him talking, though. Like, just... Oi, you know what they say about you. I just want him to be talking like that the whole time.
I'm Bruce Rooney. Did you ever notice? And when you get to the bottom of the Vegemite bottle, there's always that little bit of Vegemite you just can't get out. Crikey.
Wow, that's That's amazing. I would watch 60 Minutes
Did you
Australia.
ever notice that that's not a knife?
Now that's a knife. Back to you. Anyway, that he said not at all. Wow, she said after stroking his cheek. This is the face I grew up with. The odds of survival were only 50-50, but things worked out well, and things are good now. I want to see this guy before he had the work done. I mean,
right. I mean, you're curious, like how much of the, because obviously the bone structure is going to be different. So the jawline and the.
Oh, this guy.
Have you seen him before?
Yep. I just didn't know what I was looking at. So, chat, I'm putting this link in. This is a bunch of Google images, but you'll, as soon as you see it, you'll say, "Oh yeah," and you can see the before and after under the healed part. Wow, that's kind of amazing. Like he looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, there's a little bit of a 1,000-yard stare going on there, but
Sure.
What do you expect? This is. I mean, we're talking about some of the most groundbreaking thing ever.
Nicolas Cage and John Travolta's stuff, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time. Face
doesn't work as well as that.
Off. Oh, and there's a Chinese guy with a nose growing on his head. Let me share this with the chat.
Sure. Please.
Okay, there you go, chat room. Enjoy that one.
Thanks. Oh, wow. There you go.
I don't know what's going on there.
It's interesting that they lined it up that direction.
Yeah, right? Going up. Exactly, dude.
I mean, I guess
you go out in the rain, you're getting waterboarded, and you don't even mean to. That's amazing. All right. That's a fantastic story, and I'm really happy for those people. That's really cool. After ending Sean Connery's career, Fox is making another League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, if they ended, did they end Sean Connery's career with that? Is
well,
that
that's
really
the
what
last
they
thing
say?
he did. He did nothing after that. He was pissed and said, "I don't want to do movies anymore."
Even the industry.
That's it. I'm done, Indy.
Focus on producing my wine.
Yeah, and not losing my car keys. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, it's a comic book, by the way, is getting a reboot, according to Variety. 20th Century Fox, who has the rights to it, has decided to adapt Alan Moore's dark and wildly imaginative comic book series to the big screen again. The comics themselves are much admired. Fox has so far has had 2 failed attempts to get the franchise up and running. There was a 2003 one involving Sean Connery that was financially successful, but a giant critical flop, and also Connery's last starring role. That could be coincidental, though.
It could be. I mean, who knows? If he was ready to retire, or
what's he doing now? Sean Connery. I just want to see him now, because that was 12 years ago, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Here he is in 2014. Oh wow.
Does he have nothing on his IMDb list?
He's looking. He's
League?
looking pretty gnarly. Yeah, no, that's it. Unless they have some documentaries or something that's like archival footage. Here, chat room. That is your Sean Connery 2014 right there. Wow. That's not quite the.
That's not James Bond.
That's not the suave debonair dude that we know.
It's a horrible picture. His hair sticking out and his
pretty bad.
Pants hiked way up.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. What you expect from Sean Connery in his older age is this photo here. Look at that one, everyone. That's what you want to see.
Right. Yeah. See, that's exactly.
I don't look nearly as disheveled in this shot.
Right. I've combed my hair.
If you cut off my head, I will still somehow return a new movie with Christopher Lambert.
All right. That's the end of that. Let's
we need to get Sean Connery needs to do something soon, right? And just not let it end with League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's been approached. There has to have been something. I think he probably just is done. He's like Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman doesn't do anything more either. He's out. He's like, I don't want to do this.
I mean, at least he had Enemy of the State as one of his last things.
Well, let's see. Actually, I think he had a lot more after that.
The Birdcage, was that after that?
Gene Hackman.
Hackman.
What's his powers?
He can hack. Excelsior.
Yeah. He had a load after.
I decided to go for speed rather than funny.
He had, Enemy of the State was 98. He had a ton after that. He did stuff all the way up. Which is a terrible film, by the way.
See, again, don't go out on. That's like John Candy going out on Wagons East or.
Yeah. Oh, Birdcage was before Enemy of the State by about 5 years. 4 years.
Wow. Okay, that much earlier. Jeez.
Weird. Runaway Jury and Behind Enemy Lines, they're okay.
See, he could have ended with that triple right there. Royal Tenenbaums, Behind Enemy Lines, and Runaway Jury.
Yeah. But there he is. It's 11 years ago. He doesn't care. Doesn't want to do it. He's out. Let's see what we got on the images there. Let's see. 2014.
Give us a good Gene Hackman, Sean Connery, buddy road trip movie.
Yeah.
And let them, if they're going to say we're retiring from the business, let them retire with something like that.
Here he is last year looking great, I think. I think he just said, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. He looks like my dad, and so does Sean Connery. If anyone wants to know what my dad looked like, Gene Hackman and Sean Connery.
Why does that say Gene Hackman fans freak out that actor is dead at 84? Did he?
No, that's crap. That's a hoax.
Okay.
He's still with us.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, don't do that, people. He's not dead. Netflix, you might be familiar with them. They provide streaming
I've heard of them,
films and things. They're about to piss you off. They made me mad with this. They're testing. Now, they're just testing this, so who knows? Maybe the test will result in them not doing this. But they're testing something you may not like. Netflix is testing ads for its original programming in certain markets.
We saw this last night before Black Mirror.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, no.
It was a short. It was like a 15, 30-second ad for Sense8, which is another Netflix thing that's coming, which I'm actually pretty excited about.
Oh, that I can deal with. HBO
Personally,
Now does
I don't mind that. That's
yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
HBO Now does it. They said like before Game of Thrones last week, they showed me a preview of The Rock's new show coming there.
Mm-hmm.
Ballers. Yeah, Ballers, I think.
Ballers, yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. That's totally fine. But if they start putting in ads like if, the Ford Taurus or something, I'm out.
Then
I'll be pissed.
Yeah, what's the deal? I mean, you get us to pay a premium. Hulu really needs to listen to this, but you get us to pay a premium to avoid just the free content, right?
Yeah.
We shouldn't get ads if we're paying the premium.
I agree. That's why I don't do Hulu Plus anymore. That's the exact same reason. But I don't know. I don't know if I can give up Netflix. That would be bad. If they start putting those into breaks and things, like a 30-second thing ahead of time, I can probably deal with that. But yeah, I don't know. The popular online streaming service is testing ads that appear before shows, according to Motherboard. What the hell's that? And the ads, which vary in length, have only been promoting Netflix's original programming. So there you go. That's what you saw.
That's a cutting edge. That's a cutting edge website right there. Motherboard.
Exactly.
We are bleeding edge content with a name like Motherboard.
The Netflix test has been going on for about a week, according to Cord Cutters News, which first reported the ads. The company confirmed the limited ad run to Motherboard, according to a statement. Quote, as with any Netflix product test, this may never come to all of our members. If Netflix decides to fully roll out ads in its programs, then the company would be following a similar ad model used by HBO, which shows ads of its own series and films, both on TV and through the cable network's online streaming platforms. So that's where I saw it. If that's all it ever amounts to, I don't care. That's fine. Mm-hmm. And by the way, that was skippable. I didn't have to watch Ballers
you were able to skip it? I wonder if I could. I watch Silicon Valley.
Yeah, I totally forwarded it
on HBO now, and
yeah,
I didn't even think to try skipping because I got an ad for Ballers, and I think I got an ad for True Detective before that. Watching something. By the way, Silicon Valley, still loving that show.
I need to watch it. It's next on my list of things.
It's a great binge watch, and holy cow. Not Ehrlich. Ehrlich is great, but the dude from Freaks and Geeks is
freaking what's his name?
That guy.
I love that guy. Martin.
Yes.
Martin Starr. There it is.
Martin Starr. He is fantastic in it.
I had to dig that out of my brain. I didn't look
well
that
done.
up.
Nicely done.
I didn't even look it up. It's amazing. Wow. I like him a lot. All right, that's it for the news. We'll be back in a moment. But before we leave, Tweaked Audio would like you to know that if you want to hear things through your head in ways that are better than you're used to now, go there. 5 great styles, 7 great colors, the kinds of earbuds you can be proud of, engineered for durability, noise reduction, and all come with a lifetime warranty. Just plug them in and go. They'll take care of you. Stream at checkout. We'll get you a third off the price. That's 33%, a steep discount off your pair of earbuds at tweakedaudio.com. That code is always available, so if you buy a second pair, also 33% off. Use the code STREAM. We'll be back in a minute with a ton of phone calls. We're catching up on phone calls today because we don't have our 2 buddies with us. Before that, we have music. What'd you bring for me?
Sure. Well, Kelly McCurdy wrote in, said, greetings, Septum and Buckle.
Hello.
The last year has been a really difficult one for me. I separated from my husband after 18 years together and have been through lots of medical ups and downs. I'm so grateful to the Frog Pants community on Facebook and my daughter, Adriana McCurdy, for looking after my spirit and giving me the strength to keep going. In all the years I've listened, since episode 3 of TMS, wait, you didn't listen to the first 2? What's the matter with you? I've never requested a song. On June 2nd, I'll be drifting off to sleep for surgery to remove my tonsils at age 38. I've had 4 surgeries in my life, each with life-threatening infection after, and I've been warned that this recovery will be brutal, so I'm a little scared. I hope the Tadpole will forgive the slow music request of Golden Slumber by the Beatles, performed by Ben Folds. If that's not possible, anything performed by or covers of Gavin DeGraw would be just fine. If all else fails, hit me with the Darius Rucker burger ditty because it'll be a while before I can eat a burger.
Aww.
Love you guys more than I can show you. Kelly, a.k.a. ONC Mama in the Tadpole.
The tender crisp bacon cheddar ranch.
There you go.
You got it.
Well, Kelly, good luck, and hope the surgery goes well. Keep us posted. So she wanted to hear Golden Slumbers covered by Ben Folds, and he recorded this for the I Am Sam soundtrack, and you get to hear that everywhere, right? It's an easy one. People have all heard that version. How about another version that he recorded live in New York City in 2001, right after recording that for the I Am Sam soundtrack. So it's a little bit different. It's a live version, but it's still lovely, and it still has that feel. It's just got more of a more of an echo feel to it. A live version. It's Golden Slumbers performed by Ben Folds live in New York City 2001.
European finance. We have those here, and they can really be terrible, you know. I've seen situations, I felt situations where that you need a water area, like a lot of water, damp, sandy. Pay attention to that area, because I guarantee if the ground is moving, there's ants somewhere, right? Okay, all right, no joke, it is.
This is the morning stream. Game over, man. Game over.
People send us the weirdest things on the phone line, like this. That's all it was.
That's also what it said.
Yeah, just
Really?
just laughing. Isn't that weird? It's kind of creepy.
That is. Yeah, that's kind of weird.
It's like one of those weird dolls, those weird talking dolls.
Right, you pull a little string in the back and you.
Yeah, I don't like it. Oh gosh. All right. Hey, what's up, everyone? We're back, and minus Jerry, minus our good friend Bill Duran. Everybody's out. Yeah. So that's okay, because we have your phone calls, and I got a ton of them, and they're brought to you by.
Oh, scroll up. Horse penis, just because Scott wanted Brian to say penis.
Well, putting horse in front.
I didn't scroll up, so I didn't get to read that until I actually said it out loud.
Yeah, I was hoping. That's what I was hoping. So we got a ton of calls from you guys. They come to us at 801-471-0462. That's 801-8. I keep saying 8 again. 471-0462. Early sign of Alzheimer's there. We are going to now play them. And by the way, if someone's hearing today's show and hearing me say early sign of Alzheimer's, it's a joke based on a phone call or an email we got a long time ago, or a Twitter. We're just bringing it up again. It's a callback. So there's context to this.
That's
okay?
right. That's right.
Just got to be careful with these things.
Still Scott.
Still taking a lot of heat for. Oh, I want to say one quick thing to everybody out there who was perhaps offended by me talking about the Noah story.
Oh, okay.
It was not a personal slight toward any of you. I've got a lot of people who are taking it very, very personally.
Oh.
And that's not what I intended. And if I sounded overly sort of snarky, it's because sometimes if I have a big failing on my shows, it's that I sometimes err on the side of sounding very snarky about subjects that perhaps some people would disagree with me on. I am zero issue with people of various faiths and beliefs any more than I have issues with my own set of beliefs. So I don't. My intent was never to make it personal ever. Like, that's never it. And it's all just to have conversation. So that's all I'm doing. There's no like burn bridges here. There's no like weird, I can't talk to you anymore and you can't listen to me anymore. That's basically that's letting the terrorists win. So let's just all calm down. Everything's fine.
Did you hear about the creationist in Calgary who found the 6 million year old fossilized fish in his basement?
No, what?
He's digging a new basement, right? He's digging a new basement in northwest Calgary, Alberta. This is like 4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah.
And he finds fossilized fish, like 60 million years old. Like, the paleontologists have confirmed that these fossilized fish are 60 million years old.
Wow.
And he says, I don't believe in that. I'm insistent that these were from 4,500 years ago with the Ark.
Oh, he thinks these are Ark fish?
He thinks these are Ark fish.
Oh, okay. I guess the only other thing I would add to that is I don't know what is truly really out there in the universe. Like, I really don't know.
Sure.
But that's kind of my point. Because I don't know, all I can base it on are things that I can try to figure out here, where I can in my little planet, where I'm a tiny speck compared to the rest of the universe. And to just write that stuff off because it doesn't jive with, something my grandpa told me is not enough for me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. All I'm all about is like thinking about it and really stretching and digging in. And it may well be that we, let's look at it from the creationist side point of view. Let's say that holds true. Can it not hold true that it included a Big Bang? Could it not hold true if it also included some fish that happened to be 50 million years old? That it may have taken a lot longer than 7 days. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes.
So that some of that stuff is allegorical, and that the truth is bigger and larger and maybe beyond our comprehension. Is that possible? That's all I'm asking.
Well put. Well placed.
That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm saying. The entire conversation is around that, and to become offended by that tells me that you're so trenched that you're not willing to just at least talk. We got to talk, man. Just have to talk. That's what life's all about. Oh, here's that guy. Let's hear him.
The scoops in my bucket. I grabbed it and
Oh, something about his bucket. All right, forget it. It's
Is
too
it a
quiet.
busket?
It's too quiet. It was a busket. A biscuit, a busket, a trusket.
Found some fossils in my busket.
Here is Brian getting called out already.
What? All
yeah,
right.
I know. Here's a question or a thing to you. So here you go.
This is for TMS. I was listening to TMS PM, and it was a great show. And thanks for giving me a chance to win the $100. On the show, Brian said that he never talked to fans in the bathroom. I talked to him in a bathroom. I know it sounds weird. He was shaving during a break for Nerdtacular. I had a goal to talk to all the big guys that I listened to. I talked to Scott about my GERD. I talked to Patrick about net neutrality. Wow, he could really, really go on. But I think he looks good in that scarf. I don't remember what I talked to Brian about. I'm sure it was short. Because it was awkward. Love the show, though.
I love that call. Do you remember this?
Yes, I totally remembered. It was when I was shaving off the beard to do the cheesy game show mustache for the finals of Frog Pants All Stars at Nerdtacular last year.
Yeah.
And I absolutely remember him coming and talking to me. And I think I even was, oh, hey, yeah, I'd love to talk, man, but I've got to do this and I've got to run backstage to kind of go hide so I can have the big reveal.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And so yes, you talked to me in the bathroom, but I believe I did still brush you off.
Yeah, a little bit, right? Because you were in a rush. You were trying to get out of there.
I was trying to get out of there, yes.
All right, very cool. So there's that. How about this one about Fury Road, a thing I might be fond of. There you go.
Hey, bud. This call is for probably all your shows because you talk about it on every single one of them. But I hadn't been to the movie theater in a very long time. We're talking like 2 years probably. And your incessant praise and talking about Mad Max Fury Road was starting to pique my interest. So I went to the movie theater, and I gotta say that was a pretty freaking sweet movie. Thanks.
Smoke weed every day.
If you wouldn't have played that, I would have said it.
I love these guys. These stonery calls, man.
Yeah.
They're the freaking best. Oh.
All right. Well, now it's probably a good time to unveil something
What's
for
that?
you because of the Fury Road talk right there.
Okay.
Click that link in your Skype. Now, I've been
driving around on my. Oh, I'm pausing it. Sorry.
I've been told that this will still work for audio only, but for those of you, maybe EDC could set up a tiny URL so that people listening to the podcast can also watch the visuals of this too.
Okay.
I've saw the first few seconds of it to know basically what it is, but
I heard my voice and I see a desert. Now I'm nervous.
Yes.
I don't know what to expect.
Go ahead and hit play.
All right, here we go. This is called, by the way, the name of the video is called Mad Johnson. So let's see what happens. Driving around in my car, and guy on the other side of the lane from me, kind of far from me, probably you could put another car between us, but there's not one.
Okay.
Is going like that.
Right.
And I look over thinking, well, what's his problem? He's looking at me. His window is down. It's cold out. He's looking at me out of his window, and he's making the motion to roll my window down.
Uh-oh. God, this is never good.
Even though it's just a button now. It's not your arm doing this anymore. Well, I still don't know what this guy meant because this is what happens. He rolls down the window, and I go, oh, he's honking at me. And he's still kind of laying on it. So I roll down my window, and I stick my head out kind of like with my ear out, like, what's up, you know? And he goes, explosive tip. And I went, I'm sorry? Explosive tip. And he kept saying, the best I can tell, explosive tip at the top of his lungs and looked really frustrated at me.
Was he alone in the car?
Yes.
Okay,
He's the
so
only
it wasn't
person there.
so it wasn't like a kid trying to impress his friends and be funny.
This is amazing. Hold on, I'm gonna pause it for a second.
Yeah.
What you can't see is they've used the part of the trailer of Mad Max. Well, they've used all of it to like show what I'm saying in conjunction with what you can kind of interpret from the trailer.
Right, exactly. I mean, it's the dudes in the car with their explosive tip spears driving alongside Mad Max and Fury Road. And
oh my gosh, maybe they were foretelling the explosive tips in Mad Max Fury Road.
Whoa, I think so. So
well,
anyway,
here's the rest of. You know what? We should play the rest of the story because people at home now are on pins and needles. So we'll
okay,
we'll
yeah.
Here you go. No, it was a guy. It was probably a guy in his. I want to say he was in his probably his 50s. And he's yelling, "Explosive tip!" And he was more frustrated every time. I was like, "I don't know what." And I said, "I don't know what you're saying." And it's kind of loud out there. I couldn't, I thought maybe I was just mishearing him. And he's exasperated. He holds onto the edge of his window and goes, "Explosive tip!" And I shrugged and went, "I don't know, man." And I rolled up the window.
Okay.
Now he's pissed. And he's kind of thrashing around the car. And he's banging on his thing, going, meh, 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 and looking at me still.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Explosive tip. I don't know
what.
I don't know
Did
what
you maybe
want.
have any sort of interaction with him before? Like, were you just hearing part of, effing A?
Well, that's what I wondered. I wondered, is he yelling at me because I did something? I cut him off.
You cut him off, right? And he's like, effing a-hole.
Maybe. But why would he be so mad? And then he put a big mad logo at the end. That's amazing.
Yes.
All right, that was really good. I'll have to share that on
good
Twitter.
mashup too of the explosive tip story with the fart gas story too.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. I'm pretty impressed.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Anyway,
Brian, we got another call. This is about
let's hear it.
More weed talk. So here's another one.
Hey, Scott and Brian. I am a therapist down in Phoenix, Arizona, and I was in session today with a client, and the client said to me, "Oh, not weed. I smoke weed every day." And it was all I could do. I literally began to say, "Smoke weed every day." So luckily I stopped myself and also stopped myself from laughing, which would have been terrible in that situation. But I just thought you would like to know that. All right, guys. Have a great show. Bye.
Smoke weed every day.
Now, what I love about that story, I love that we are affecting professionals on the daily.
Right. Yes.
To the point that they're in session in a professional environment where they are
client
tempted.
with someone who genuinely needs help, and he was about to break into smoke weed every day.
You've really, in my opinion, you've really humanized the profession of therapeutic endeavors. That's fantastic. You are just like us, man. You are just like us. Okay, something about a GIMP mask.
Okay.
Oh boy, here we go.
Scott, in your TMS discussion about post-apocalyptic vehicular combat movies, you left out the most important part. You gotta have a car with that crossbar thing from the back of a tow truck strapped to the front of it with a dude in a GIMP mask flailing about. Thanks. Have a good one.
Well, do you though? I don't think they've done this except for this one, right? Did Road Warrior feature a dude strapped to the front of a car?
Well, wasn't Master Blaster, wasn't Blaster wearing a GIMP mask?
Oh, yeah. Well, yes.
Something.
You know what? Master Blaster. Looking this up now.
Just look up, Google who runs Bartertown.
Oh, look at that. Okay, I wouldn't call it so much a GIMP mask, though.
Is there not a zipper mouth?
Here, I'm going to send it.
All right.
I'm going to send it. You will see it. Here you go,
right.
chat. And Brian, it's in the chat.
All right.
There's your
Click it
Master
now.
Blaster helmet.
Oh, yeah. No, not a GIMP mask at all. That's like that's a big metal helmet deal.
Quite the cod piece, too. Look at that piece of unit there.
Yeah, well, he's Blaster.
Oh, my gosh. I kind of want to. It'd be a lot of fun. There's got to be some Master Blaster cosplay. Oh, there's some.
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, little kids a lot are on their dad's shoulders.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Right.
there's some good ones in here.
There should be some sort of mashup with Braun and Hodor in Master Blaster.
I'm
right?
with you there. I would not mind. I might draw a Master Blaster today just for fun.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm in the mood.
Have him doing a chicken fight like you do in the pool with Hodor and Braun.
All right. Perfect. I like it. That's not bad, actually. Okay, how about this one? This was more words and names. I don't know what this is, so here it is.
Wait, I have to discuss something with the both of you TMS guys. So I have a roommate who's from Colorado originally, and I live in Illinois. And in Illinois, we call, like, Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, etc., the Midwest. And he wants to stab me every time I say it because he's like, it's the Mideast. We're the Midwest, Colorado. So, Colorado man, Utah man, please weigh in. Is Colorado and Wyoming and Utah and all that stuff the Midwest?
No.
Or is Illinois and such the Midwest?
It is.
Please help.
Yeah.
You might stab me.
No, this is a.
Not
This
really,
is,
We're in the West.
This is a.
Love the show, though.
Oh, thanks, dude. This is a verifiable thing. We are the West. We have always been the West.
Yeah, we're the West.
We will always be the West. We are the wide open, deserty West. We were cowboys shot each other here. It's an amazing thing, and we were holding on to that. We're not the Midwest. That's the.
It is misleading, right? Because if you drew a vertical line straight down through the middle of the continental United States, it passed through Kansas, and everything west of that would be the West. Everything east of that would be the East, and then kind of that stripe, that big wide stripe on either side of that line would be the Midwest.
Sure.
So, I still would consider Kansas to be part of the West as well.
I would
and
too, and also the Dakotas probably should be, and things like that. Or I guess one of them is. Hold on. No, the Dakotas are not. They're Midwest.
They're considered Midwest?
Yeah, but there was so much going on in the Dakotas during that Western expansion and in the lore of sort of the West that I agree with you. Like a lot of that stuff should be. It's all kind of dumb anyway, but there was so much expansion that those states, which are now states, included there. I would highly recommend, by the way, people watch the Ken Burns documentary, The West. It's really good. And it's about this very thing. But yeah, the divider, arbitrary or not, goes right down past you and I. I mean, Colorado, you are the last of the West.
Right. I mean, to hear Ohio as part of the Midwest seems crazy to me.
Right.
Or, I guess Texas and Oklahoma are considered the South.
Yeah. Although Texas, you very much think of as the West, right?
Right.
Like it's a weird thing. I completely agree. But then again, I don't ever think of, it's hard to think of Seattle and Oregon as the West.
Right.
Now, but they're as most West as you get.
It's misleading anyway, because Midwest would mean the middle of the West.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. That's a dumb term anyway, I guess.
It is a dumb term.
It's contextually, you got to remember that this was all put into place at a time where we didn't know when the hell we were going to get to the other end of this thing. And now that we are, but I can tell you this right now, Utah, if by this chart and you judge Utah, we are literally the Midwest.
Right, you are in the middle of the West.
Middle of the West. However, we are not considered Midwest. We are definitely considered West.
Right.
Idaho, I don't think of as the West because they get so cold up there, but that's dumb. See, that's my own arbitrary thing. So.
If you Google Midwest, you're going to get North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio. Those are your Midwest states.
And a lot of it is about culture. Now, when people say, you're from the Midwest, they're not saying, you're from a geographic location. They're often saying, you're from down home, mom puts a pie in the window every morning, kind of whatever.
Right.
So there's a lot of that going on. Tell your friend and yourself that the Midwest technically are the states that Brian just rattled off. Final call. This is for you,
like
Brian.
Singing, I've been everywhere.
Everywhere, man. You're about to go everywhere. You're about to be in Japan, and there's a call about that. So,
okay, good.
Here you go.
Hey, Scott and Brian. It's Ron from Missouri here. I was actually just wanting to call and reference you guys to something. You guys were both talking about trips to Japan, stuff like
By the way, Missouri, part of the Midwest. All right.
Sure.
Here you go.
that, and that, vacation was coming up, and you guys were actually planning a trip out there. I think at least Brian was. Anyway, there was a YouTube channel that I was wanting to refer you to called Solo Travel Blog. It's absolutely hilarious. It's some white guy goes to Japan and starts trying to buy a bunch of different stuff in the culture, mostly like these little figurines that come out of like the 50-cent machines or the 200 yen machines anyway. It's absolutely hilarious. You guys just need to watch it. I'm sure you'll get an absolute kick out of it. And just enjoy and revel in what is a solo travel blog. Anyway, enjoy it and take it easy. Have a good one, guys.
There you go. The Solo Travel Blog. Worth checking out, I guess. Blog. I'm going to look this up.
Already laughing at the first thing that comes up.
Did you go to the website or YouTube?
No, YouTube. Here's a link.
Oh, yeah,
Put
there
in
we
the
go.
chat.
I see it.
What's up, everybody? If you want to see some top-notch Japanese dick puppets...
Oh, wow. This guy's...
I can't wait to watch some of this.
Yeah. This is a great
Oh, wow, he
recommendation.
goes to the Tsukiji fish market, which I can't wait to do. So I'm going to have to see what he says about that.
Is that the one where they were hucking fish at each other and they're giant fish, big tunas and stuff?
That's the Pike Street Market in Seattle. That is kind of the thing at Tsukiji fish market. It's basically where all of the sushi buyers buy the huge tunas in auction.
Oh, right. Interesting.
Oh, wow. There's a racist cat cafe in Tokyo, Japan.
Great. Dude, this may be a treasure trove for you planning out your time there.
It will, yeah. I think I'm all over this.
This is great. By the way, there's a small conversation happening on Twitter. Chris Peterson, for example, has brought a tweet to my attention talking about terrible final movies for actors. He recommends people check out Andy Griffith's final movie, which is Play the Game. He has a line in there that says, quote, "But Grandpa's horny," unquote. This happens. You got Raul Julia's last movie was Street Fighter. Terrible. This one I heard was real bad, this Andy Griffith one. And I love Andy Griffith, so it's sad that he was in that. In the ones we talked about today, there's probably a lot of other ones. But yeah, people's final movies, they're often kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, maybe as an actor.
Yeah.
Maybe we should actually have, Jack Nicholson and some of these other actors who are starting to get older, and maybe you want to think about retiring at some point or whatever. Film a movie that doesn't get released until after their death to kind of leave them with a decent legacy.
Yeah, like hire a crew, do a little indie thing, and make it really meaningful, and then just hold on to that one. That's a good idea.
I think that's the way to do it. Yeah.
I'm sure there's just as many of a list you could find where everybody was in amazing things before they died or quit.
Mm-hmm.
Like what was the final movie of? Let's do Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger. His final film was.
Was it a Dark Knight?
No, it was Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, which was not very good. It's kind of bad.
Yeah, I never saw that. That's the Monty Python dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God, whose name is not coming to me?
It's Terry Gilliam.
Terry Gilliam, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that wasn't great. I never saw it, so I can't really speak to it. But who else? Who else died? Oh, Philip Seymour Hoffman. Philip Seymour Hoffman. His final film was The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, but this is all post-production stuff, so I don't think that counts. It was Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1, where he actually acted in it.
Mm-hmm. Right, because they're going to have footage for Mockingjay Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't make bad movies, but it's interesting that that's lighter fare, That's like a little bit of that's popcorn business for Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well, it's weird. Maybe everyone makes terrible things before they die. I don't know. There's probably some blog dedicated to this. Someone will send it in and let us know.
Probably.
A reminder, if you want to leave voicemails like the bunch you heard today, 801-471-0462, or you can email us, themorningstream@gmail.com. We'll have more of those certainly tomorrow, so don't worry about that. frogpants.com/TMS is our website. You can follow us on Twitter @MorningStream, Scott Johnson, and Coverville.
Yeah.
It's going to do it for us. We'll be back tomorrow. We got Nicole, Tom, and Jury will be here for the news, so that'll be good.
Tuck in, Nicole and Tom.
Yep. Get comfortable. Get a nice cot and some soup. Everything will be fine.
That's right.
Is that it? I guess that's it. Brian, let's do some music on our way out.
All right. By the way, deadactorslastRolls.tumblr.com says Strike It Rich.
Of course.
So there you go. Heather J. wrote in, said, almost 1 year ago, my sister announced that she was pregnant. At the time, I requested a song to celebrate the moment, and Brian obliged amazingly. Now, my nephew will be 4 months old on June 2nd. I never knew how much closer my sister, brother-in-law, and I would become, all because of this wonderful, happy little bundle of energy. I'm hoping this time Brian can play a cover of my sister's favorite lullaby in honor of her new little sunshine. Love the show, though. Heather J.
All right.
So, yeah. You Are My Sunshine. Great tune. And a good one that's been covered by a bunch of different people. The original was attributed to the Pine Ridge Boys, although I think it falls under the traditional songs category, which things that have just been passed around for generation and adapted and things like that. Pine Ridge Boys, though, are who gets the credit for this when I pay my ASCAP fees.
ASCAP.
ASCAP. It's funny. I was thinking about this. So we get ASCAP, BMI, and CSAC.
Yeah.
Like Just horrible names for these agencies.
I
Come on.
agree. Bowel Movement Incorporated.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. We should have one called, Scrotus International, which will be the other licensing agency. All right. It is You Are My Sunshine, covered by Johnny Cash. This was part of his Unearthed album, which came out in 2003. Of course, had all those other great covers on it, like Hurt and I Won't Back Down and all those other great songs. Here is Johnny Cash and his cover of You Are My Sunshine.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Bye now.